Welcome back guys to another video, and in today's one we are continuing on with the career progress, and in particular tier 3 where we need to complete 13 different casino work missions for Ms. Baker. Now within the game itself there are a total of either 15 or 16 casino work missions depending on where you get your information from. 12 or 13 of them are triggered by calling Miss Baker and requesting work. I could only get 12 of them to actually trigger this way. 2 of them are triggered by drinking in the casino, and I'll go on and show you how to trigger them and the missions themselves. And the final one has a list of requirements to trigger it, but I'll go on and talk about that at the end of the video. But for now, let's get into the video.
Hey, what's up? We have a very important client arriving in town. I need them at their usual table, in a good mood, right away. You'd be driving. Thank you so much.
And you do need to be a CEO or MC to be able to call Miss Baker and request the work. And here's the first one that can be triggered by the phone call. Hi Rollin, which is a fairly easy one. Just pick up the VIP guest and bring them back to the casino. All these missions are fairly easy and straightforward, nothing complicated about them, and these missions do only have a 3-minute cooldown timer between finishing one and being able to phone Miss Baker and request another one, so you can get quite a few done. And as you can see on this one, we do need to watch our speed so as we don't scare the VIP, which will reduce our tip. But there we have it, back at the casino, and the first one is done. You do get a small amount of cash, but you also get casino chips for completing each of these missions. So like I said, 3-minute cooldown period, and then we phone Miss Baker again.
Here's the deal. We have a rogue dealer on our hands. He grabbed a bag of bills, snuck out the back, and it looks like he's planning to emigrate. I need that money back, and I need every other part of this shit show to go away.
So this one is Severance, and again, fairly easy, but if you don't get the rogue dealer straight away, you do need to chase him all the way to the airport. So you're going to the trigger, the rogue dealer is away in his motorbike, and you just need to shoot him off and collect the chips. If you're struggling to get him off the motorbike, he will eventually go to the very back of the airport and jump into a helicopter. So you can go directly to that point and just wait for him getting there, because he does get off his bike and go down a set of stairs to the helicopter. And you can get him there very easily. But there we have the second one done. And again, 3-minute cooldown, wait before we can call Miss Baker again.
Hi, what do you need? You'd be amazed how often we get wannabe crews watching too many Vinewood movies and trying to rob us. But this heist's different. They've got serious backing and serious tech. We don't have enough proof to take this to the cops. Easier just to nip in the bud, right? We've got one member under surveillance. Use them to get to the rest.
So again, this one's fairly easy, but it is a 3-parter, so it does make it a little bit longer. And first bit is taking out this target and picking up the key card. Once you've got the key card, you head to the second location, take out the enemies that are inside, and unfortunately you can't use the stairwell that's in here. You do need to go back out and round the back of the building and use the stairs at the back. But once you get there, you take out the enemies that are inside, and then you find the laptop and access the laptop. The laptop will then give you the location of the final 4 targets that you need to take out. And you can quite easily just fly by with your Mark II or Sparrow or Buzzard or whatever you want to make it quicker, as the homing missiles do lock onto the targets. But there we have that one, another one completed. And again, 3-minute cooldown timer before we call Miss Baker again.
Hey, what's up? Surveillance on our latest shipment of slot machines has picked up some pretty shifty guys taking an interest. Might be nothing, but just in case, could you go and do the pickup? Best go prepared.
And yes, my character is drunk, but I'll go and explain why that is later on. But for this one can be a bit lengthy again. Still straightforward, but it is just a matter of finding the correct container, and we're looking for MC12 marking on the container. Once we do find the right container, we need to take a photograph of it and send it to Miss Baker.
That's the one. Bad news though. Our cartel friends did their homework and sabotaged our delivery helicopter. They must have one of their own nearby. Quickest way out of this mess is to find it and use it.
And the skylift's located right there. So it's just a matter of taking out these guards, jumping in the skylift and picking up the container before delivering it back to the casino. Once you've taken out these guards, the rest of the guards within the terminal will have been alerted and will be coming after you. So try and get this done as quickly as possible, because they do have the Caracara with the machine gun on the back and they're quite accurate with it as well. As you can see, a couple of direct hits and that's my health down into the red already, but managed to pick it up and get away safely. But it is just a matter of dropping it at this location at the casino. And again, another 3-minute wait just for the cooldown timer.
Hey, how can I help? We've been working on a nice little sting operation for some light-fingered dealers. Trackers in the chips at their tables. I figured you'd want in at the payoff. I'll send you the coordinates, you recover the chips. I doubt you'll need to get your hands too dirty. Most of them will probably hand them over as soon as they see the gun I don't officially know you have.
So this one is bargaining chips, and it asks you to go to 5 different locations around the city. 2 of the locations you will need to find a vehicle. This one will be a car and then it will be a motorbike. But once you've found the vehicle, you then need to find the person as well. So it can be quite time consuming, this one, but still very easy to do. So as you can see, you found the car, and then the yellow search circle reduces down in size. So you just need to find the person that you're looking for. Now with some of them, you do need to shoot them to take them out, but some of them will give up the goods if you just point your gun at them and threaten them. So that's the first one down. Moving on to the second location now, and it is just a matter of finding the target. So if he's up here, he will be in this doorway here. And again, this one gives up the goods just with being threatened. Moving on to the third one. This one did take me a little bit longer just to find because he was on the outskirts of the search area. And this one wasn't as easily threatened with the gun, so he had to be taken out. Moving on again to the fourth area down at the beach, and again we've got another vehicle that we need to find. It's a motorbike. And it's just out there in front of the shops, and then the search area will reduce again until we find the target himself. Again with this one, not easily intimidated, so I have to take him down. And now moving on to the final area. This is the second time I've actually been up here. I couldn't find the target the first time round. He was actually hiding right on the edge of the area just behind this fence. And again, had to be taken down because I didn't want to give up the goods so easily. But another one done, and just need to wait the 3 minutes again.
Hey, what's up? We deal with counterfeit chips all the time, but thanks to some proactive interrogation on the part of our house detectives, now we have an address for the factory. We need you to act fast, and off the books, if you don't mind.
So this one here, when the chips are down, is one of the quickest and easiest ones to do. It's just a matter of taking out the targets at the location. Once all the targets are down, you're going inside and just destroying the machines inside and the stacks of chips. Quick and easy, only takes 2 or 3 minutes to do that one. And there you have it. Again, another 3-minute cooldown before we can get the next job.
Hey, how can I help? One of our deliveries is late. Wouldn't be a big deal, but the GPS tracker has gone offline. Could you go and take a look?
Again, another fairly quick one. It's just a matter of finding the Securico van within the target area, taking out the enemies and driving the van back to the casino.
Hey, the tracker just showed up again. What happened? Actually, don't answer that over the phone. Just get it back, ASAP.
And another easy drive back to the casino. And you're taking it down into the tunnel and that's you done. Just need to wait again at 3 minutes for the cooldown.
Hey, what's up? Have you ever heard of some street gang called the Vagos? Well, I never had until they stole one of our guests' favorite cars. We know where it is, but the owner doesn't want the police involved. Could you get it back in one piece?
So this one is recovery time, and it's got a couple of variations. You've either got this one where you're recovering the vehicle from the Vagos, or you're actually having to go to one of the police departments and recovering the vehicle from the parking area. Both of the variants, again, fairly easy, fairly straightforward. Take out the targets, find the keys to the vehicle that you're trying to recover, and then just taking out the vehicle back to the casino itself. On this version, the key can be with any of the targets. That's why I'm going around taking out all the enemies here, but the keys were actually right next to the vehicle itself. So fairly quick car, makes it quite easy to get back to the casino without too much hassle, and that's another one done. Again, another 3-minute wait before we can start the next one.
Hey, how can I help? You get used to bad press in this business, but there's bad press and there's a personal hit piece running in the main segment on Weasel News. By the time everyone realizes it's bullshit, no one will care. So I need the reporter to get some first-hand experience of the random acts of criminality he loves to write about. I've sent you some probable locations. Watch out for a white news van.
So with this one, it is just a matter of going around all the locations until you find the one with the white van.
Wait till he's on foot and somewhere quiet. Don't use a gun. We need this to look like a mugging gone wrong, so don't forget to take his wallet. I am so fucking excited.
Once you've found that, you do need to tail it for a little bit before the reporter actually gets out. Once he is out the van, if you just wait until his marker turns red on the minimap, and do not shoot him, do not use a gun, just melee hit him and that'll be it done. Simply collect his wallet and then just leave the area. You don't need to return this back to the casino, just leave the area. Then it's same again, just a 3-minute wait for the cooldown timer.
Hey, what's up? So, listen carefully. We do not have a situation I need your help with. Nothing happened in room 237 last night. Nothing has been placed in the trunk of a vehicle, and I am not asking you to drive it somewhere secluded and get rid of it. The police are not on a citywide high alert. If you are arrested for any reason, I will definitely not deny having this conversation and sell you out. All clear?
So this one is Undisclosed Cargo, where we're taking the car to a specific location, in this case the bottom of the map, down at the docks, and all we have to do is avoid the cops. if the cops actually catches you, you will get busted. So for this location, it's going to be easier for me just to head straight down the storm drain and popping out at the location near enough. And for this one, it's ditching the car in the water, which I almost managed to do without getting myself wet, but in I go. So that's 10 out of the possible 12 or 13 phone call missions, and if you're like me, you did struggle to get the remaining missions to actually spawn, this is the easy way to do it. Simply phone Miss Baker and request the job. If you don't get the one that you want, quit out the session, go to a new session, and you'll be able to phone her straight away for another job.
Hey, what's up? Is there some rule book you get when you try to run a business in Los Santos? One that tells you how to deal with crooked judges trying to shut down your casino to disguise their crippling gambling addiction and massive debts? Because if there is, can I get a copy? Actually, scratch that. I don't want to know how you people handle this kind of thing. Just make it go away.
As you saw there, it did take a few attempts just to get this job to start for me, but using that method won't take long at all. But getting onto this job, this one is Judgement Call, and it is fairly straightforward. Again, just taking out the guards situated around the house itself before you're moving around the back to intimidate the judge. Not sure why I left that guard there until the very end, because you do need to take out all the guards before you can intimidate the judge himself. Now, if you do alert the guards, it's my understanding you will fail this mission, so use a weapon with a suppressor on it and take your time taking out the guards. Moving on to the judge, if you just take out one of your melee weapons and use that to intimidate him. Once you've filled the bar up in the bottom right corner, you just need to leave the area, and that's that one done. So that is 11 out of the possible 12 or 13 phone call jobs. And with the mission Department of Defence, I couldn't confirm if it's still in the game or not, which does mean you do need to get one of these hidden jobs. Now, the way you get that is by getting drunk within the casino itself by drinking a Richard's whiskey shot. Once you've done that, if you head outside straight away and then phone Miss Baker, you may be lucky enough to get this mission here.
How can I help? Hey, could you do me a quick favor? Nothing too glamorous, just a vehicle pickup. But I need a safe pair of hands for this. It's an important client's car. He insisted we use someone we know and trust.
So this did take me 7 or 8 attempts at getting drunk and phoning Miss Baker for this job to trigger.
So it turns out our client didn't want us to use our regular staff because the car is on every police list in the state. You can handle this, right? Just keep a low profile, drive safe, and stay clear of the cops.
So under the influence, you do in fact stay intoxicated throughout the course of this mission, but it is straightforward enough, just avoid the cops on the drive back to the casino. And there you have it, 12 out of the 13 required jobs. One more phone call job to get. And as you can see, I'm just using the same method, quitting out and calling Miss Baker until I get the job that I need. This one did take a few attempts until I got the last remaining job.
Hey, what's up? Our regular shipment of house chips got hit last week, and the owners are not happy. We've doubled up on security, but I still have a bad feeling about this one. Could you head down there and give them the benefit of your, expertise?
So this is the final phone call job. Like I say, at this point of recording, I've done over 50 casino missions now, and I still haven't had the Department of Defence mission spawn for me, so I don't think that's in the game. So there are only 12 phone call missions that you can do. But again, this one here is fairly straightforward. You're just escorting the security van back to the casino, taking out the multiple enemies that spawn in vehicles. And it's easy enough if you've got your Mark II or a Buzzard or Sparrow. Although towards the end of this I did run out of missiles and I had to revert to my explosive sniper rounds to take out the enemies closer to the casino. Because as you can see, these enemies are relentless all the way back to the casino. And it's at this point here we finally get to take out the last two enemies. So there we are guys, that's 13 of the required tier 3 casino missions. And as you will see, doing the casino work covers a requirement in tier 2 as well as tier 3 for completing all 13, and in tier 4 you do need to complete 100 casino work missions. But moving on to that final hidden mission, you actually trigger that by taking a drink of the Macbeth whiskey shot in the casino. This is the one that actually knocks you out, and when you do wake up, wherever it is, you will have the chance of spawning in directly into a mission.
Hey, so how's the hangover? You get really inappropriate when you're drunk out of your mind, you know that? I've never seen someone be so offensive without saying a word. Anyway, I'll be in a much more forgiving mood if the delivery truck you decided to take for a spin is returned in one piece right now. How's that sound?
Now this did take quite a few attempts for this mission to trigger for me, but if you're close by the casino at the end of any of the missions that you've done previously, simply jump inside and take a shot of the Macbeth whiskey. You will have a chance of triggering that job. But there you have it guys, that's job number 14 out of a possible 15 or 16. Like I said before, Department of Defence I could not get to trigger, so I don't even think it's in the game anymore. As for the very rare third hidden mission, it's called Tour de Force, and it does have a number of requirements to get it to trigger. And to get that job to trigger, you will need to have completed all variations of the casino work missions. You will need to have waited 10 in real life hours since the last casino mission job that you did. You must be a CEO or MC. You must also be inside the casino or the penthouse, and you must have never previously refused any casino work missions from Miss Baker. So as you can see, a almost impossible list of requirements to get that final hidden job. Now if any of you do get the Department of Defence mission to spawn, do leave me a comment below. But that's it from me for just now guys. If you did enjoy the video, do leave a like, and if you are new here, do consider subscribing for even more GTA videos. But thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one guys.